June 5, 1944, 11 p.m. Over 13,000 American paratroopers climb into transport planes, preparing to jump into the darkness over Nazi-occupied France. Most of them are in their early 20s. Many of them will not come back. This is the true story of the men who jumped first. Easy Company, 506th Parachute Infantry Regiment, 101st Airborne Division. The story begins in the summer of 1942 at a small army camp in Toccoa, Georgia. The United States had entered World War II just months earlier. The military needed men, not just soldiers, but something more. Volunteers for a new kind of warfare. Paratroopers, men who would jump from aircraft directly into enemy territory. Out of thousands who volunteered, only a few made it. They were pushed to their limits on a mountain called Currahee. 3 miles up, 3 miles down. Currahee stand alone. Easy Company was built around a core of exceptional men. Among them was a quiet, calm young officer, Richard Winters. He didn't lead through fear. He didn't shout. He led by example. Calm under pressure, focused in chaos. The men trusted him. And when the time came, they would follow him anywhere. After months of grueling training, they boarded a ship to cross the Atlantic. Packed together, tired, uncertain, heading toward a war they had never seen. Days later, they arrived in England. Green fields, quiet villages, but peace was only temporary. Training continued, harder than ever, because everyone knew something big was coming. By May 1944, the men of Easy Company knew the invasion was near. They wrote letters home, checked their gear again and again, sat in silence. No one said it, but everyone understood. This might be the last time. At 11 p.m., June 5, 1944, they took off. Engines roaring into the night sky. As they approached France, the sky erupted with enemy fire. Explosions, chaos, darkness. Then the light turned green. And they jumped, not into safety, but into confusion. Scattered across fields, far from their targets. Some landed in water. Some never made it. In a matter of hours, hundreds were gone. But the survivors kept moving. Small groups found each other in the dark and continued the mission. Near a place called Brécourt Manor, a German artillery position was firing on Allied forces. Lieutenant Winters, with just a handful of men, launched an attack. Careful, precise, controlled. They moved through the field and destroyed the guns, one by one. That moment became one of the most studied small unit attacks in military history. In the days that followed, they fought through the town of Carentan, street by street, house by house. Every corner was dangerous. Every step could be the last. But they held the line. Carentan was secure, and the Allied forces were connected. But victory came at a cost. By the end of the Normandy campaign, many were gone. Friends, brothers' names that would never be called again. But the war was far from over. Easy Company would go on to fight in Holland, survive the freezing forests of Bastard, and push all the way into Germany. They were ordinary men, farmers, students, workers. But war changed them. It forced them to become something more. They called themselves Easy Company. But there was nothing easy about what they did. They fought not because they were fearless, but because they were afraid and went anyway. This is their story, and we are only just beginning to tell it. Subscribe, because next we go to Holland.